you like my tech, Shorf?
I didn't see it. How'd you get your toes to do that?
Alright, just gonna do a quick ready check, just make sure everybody's awake in here. Let's have to fix one of these. Alright, there we go. Good to go. Everybody's ready. All that is set. I'm just trying to get my bearings. Alright, start pulling the trash. Remember to stack up on the brutes' butts.
Here we go.
Stack up behind X. Don't worry about Skull. Second brute's coming in. Focus on X. Watch your positioning. Alright, assignments are up. So, Necron Huntered on Kigler. Zug on Mulgar. Shorf on Olm. Patina on Blind Eye. Healing is set. Raz, of course, let me add him to the thing. Just see him on the tank targets. Good. And Raz is on Crush. Let me see something. Alright, I'm gonna wait for my... Actually, you still have your Fear Word. So, yeah, we're good. I can just recast it on you.
Yep, 50 seconds.
Yep. Alright. Eat, drink, flask, all that shit, people. Yeah, I think it's mostly for the death coil for Olm. But, yeah, I don't think it works either. Alright, so again, let the pull happen, then we'll lust, and then just basically burn the fuck out of Mulgar. Like the hunters that are tanking Kigler and then Raz, you tanking Cross, you guys just have to hold above heal aggro. Once you get like a good enough threshold on heal aggro, you can turn around and DPS Mulgar a little bit. Basically, once Mulgar dies, Zane, loot it real quick, and then everybody run out. Alright? Not gonna worry about killing the rest of this shit. It's just a waste of time. Alrighty. It's on you, Shorf.
Light it up, sweet chicks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last. Remember to keep Tremor Totems down. Yeah, that's the fear you use the fear word for. Keep burning. Alright, run out.
That's not fair.
Put the grounding totems down, shamans. That'll save a couple people's lives. Wait till everybody gets out here. If you died, run back.
He's still hanging out at the front. They're coming back though.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll come back eventually.
And don't come in yet. There's still a pet that's fucking around over here.
Oh, the Fell Hunter will...
Oh, there he goes. He's dead.
There's
No.
there's one at the door. There's one at the
Yep.
door.
Yeah, there will always be a Fell Hunter at the door. He doesn't aggro the rest of the pack. Alright, so you're just feign death in there. The other people are dead. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go back in.
All clear. There's a fell hunter still at the front.
Yeah. Just tank the Fell Hunter as soon as you get in and kill it. That's like shit for health. It dies quickly. You can't just control click it, Zane, or whatever?
Can't hit a ward later. You cannot start a session while in combat.
You can manually start a new one, though, can't you?
Doesn't register anything in your bags when you just click it to yourself.
Sorry, Short. Thought you were good. We must have been too far ahead of you.
Yep, they're getting death cold and everybody just abandoned me. Fuck you guys too.
I gave you my NSU and you just died, so.
I turned my camera back to watch.
When you may just put another table down, please. Seriously, my fucking bags are full. What is this shit? Oh, here. I have presents for somebody. Here we go. This is why.
Okay.
I ain't done yet. Hold on. Where is... There's one of those stack of food I gotta give away. Alright, now I'm good. 3-pack, triple brute. That's good. Go ahead and pull it. Just remember to stack up. Nice
Go.
little triangle with them. Wait for it to get set. Wait for him to get him in position. There we go. Now everybody in the middle and have at it. Why are these guys moving around like this?
There was a tank charge in part of it.
Maybe charge somebody that was a little too far back.
No, that wasn't charged. That was my multi-shot pulling aggro.
Nope.
Oh, it looked like it
I
ran
mean-
across to another tank.
Alright, priest brute. Let's go. Stack up behind X. Put fear word on your Shorf just in case. Here comes their buddy. Back up behind. I am going to put a sign up for PTR later on tonight. Try and do it on Sunday, but we're not going to be in there for like a full 3 hours. We're just going to be in there and just basically practice some of the trash, do a couple of the resist fights, just to kind of get, you know, into it, and then that's basically it. We're not going through like the entire fucking instance on both TK and SSC, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to try and spoil everything for those of you who've never had a fresh experience on it before. Mostly the big thing is just a little practice on Hydros, because he can have a bit of a learning curve. I'd like to get that out of the way. Also, we can play around with different strats too. Alright, what do we got? 1 priest, 2 brutes. Alright, let's go. No, you're going to, sure, don't worry about it. Jojo, when you're about to drop your mana tide, yell at me and let me know so I can swap you into the hunter group really quick while it's down.
Okay. You don't want me to lust for the hunters? You want me to keep these guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you do it, and then I'm gonna pop you out of the group and put you in Shorf's group. He has Wind Fury. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna fix that. Give me a second. I'm gonna do that. That'll work. Okay. Alright, quick rate check. If you gotta refresh anything, refresh it. Again, you guys know where your spots are at. I shouldn't have to put it up again. Lots of MDs on Shorf because we're gonna lust on the basically on the pole here, so people can pump. Now go ahead, lust. Again, remember your spot. Guys, there's tons of room in here. Tons of room. Use it. Come on, spread out. Tons of room.
Nobody moved. Fucking spread out.
Spread out.
I'm gonna take my shield off and turn my back and wipe us. Spread the fuck out. It's ridiculous.
Four, three, two, one.
Dashers, go ahead and about a res blue. Guys, yeah, there's tons of room to work with on the east side and stuff like. We have a lot of melee, so use it to your advantage. You don't all have to be by the doorway. Yeah, that's much better looking. Much, much better. Remember to stay out of the rock pile. You heard as it goes on. Keep pumping, people. If you haven't used drums yet, go ahead and do that. Should be stacking it with lust, though. Something I need to be more mindful of myself. Spread out, spread out, spread out.
2, 1.
Remember, if you're a mage, you can nice block. It'll kill the person next to you, but it will save you.
I just died while ice blocked.
Really?
Yep.
Ice block will save you from your personal damage, not damage from other people.
That is interesting. Okay. Spread, 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 spread. Lots of room to work with.
4, 2, 1.
on pumping, pumping. Silent. Yeah, that should be the last ground slam. Pay attention.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job. Minimal deaths that time. It's much cleaner than some of our other ones. Alright, get the dead up.
Oh wait, is RC Loot Council not working? Or did you loot the stuff too and that's why it's not working?
He's not in here.
Yeah, I
But
figured
yeah,
that
it's
one out.
something about looting it while in combat and stuff. It makes it weird.
Yeah, him looting it in combat, it bugs out RC loot for that guy for some reason. It doesn't do a loot session on it.
Gotcha. I just now noticed that I didn't have annoying pop-ups in my face.
Yeah, we'll just do it manually. Right, I gotta grab some out of the fridge real quick. Alright, I am back.
touch what you can't afford.
What's now?
You want a cookie?
Is it a pot cookie?
Even if it's not, yes.
Depends on how much is in there.
Half cookie, half pot.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen the ice cream sandwiches? Very similar. Cookie on top, cookie on bottom. That's how you get inside.
All right, Raspin Zubin. Summon both of you. It's you.
Ready. I was too busy thinking of movie plots for this half cookie.
Hang
In a world. Cookie.
Starring Tug Speedman.
Did you call a break match?
Nope. All right, Pat's going by. Everybody needs to get their butts in here. Hold on 1 second before you pull. There we go. I'm gonna get the phase 1 stuff up there. You guys practice it. You do the same interrupts on the ads too. So. All right, let's go. Yep, pull it. All gonna get pulled to where Nipple's at. So, tanks, you need to get over there with them so we can LO. The way they get LOS pulled, it gets stacked up.
Ready, Hunters? Well,
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
you're welcome.
Get out of the fire. You gotta make sure you're interrupting. You think this is the only fight in all of TBC, or the only mobs you see that lay an AoE that hurts like a motherfucker down, you ain't seen nothing yet. So you best get used to moving the fuck out of shit once you see it.
Well, trash go burr.
Yeah, but I get to eat at work.
That's nasty. You
Pat's
don't know where
coming
it's
up on the
been.
right.
I can't taste it anyways.
Get cheap buffs up on the people that just came up.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, my bags are full, Zane. Just I'll get it from you here in a sec. LOL, what?
Damn, I could have eaten a mage instead.
Ready, set, go.
Take it, fire.
Quick mana drink before you pull this next one. Alright, good to go. Go ahead. Alright. Do. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it real quick, Shorf. So all the ranged. I'm gonna put a star on top of my head. Right here. Come on in. Let's go. All the ranged here. Doo, 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 doo. All right. So you see the
Oops. Apparently that has a
bop me.
start attack in it. My bad.
Somebody bop me. Yay. Surprised it took this long for somebody to right click one of these guys.
No, I hit a button and apparently it has something that interacted with the mob because I was too close to it.
Does it have a start attack macro or something?
Yeah, it must.
Yep, that'll do it.
I waited till everybody got to the middle first, though.
Oh, at least that was generous of you. It's alright, you're still sexy.
Wait, did that work? And did you just release?
No, it didn't work.
Oh.
Trying to get all the rezzers up. You sound like you're feeling better, Rasp.
I am feeling much better, thank you. I'd feel better if Shorf didn't just go to Derp Town and take us all with him, but yeah, that's one thing.
I don't know what that was. I was clicking my equipment sets. But none of them have a start attack in there, so I don't know what the fuck I hit. Maybe I let go of my shift or my controller or something.
Okay, you know, excuses are like assholes, right?
It's too busy texting the teacher who's probably flirting with at the school.
Yes, that's exactly how excuses are like assholes.
Teacher hell. No, the last 2 years, my kid got the old lady teacher.
Shor's got other females he's interested in.
That's what we said though. You're out there flirting with teacher.
Yeah, I didn't say whether the teacher was hot or not.
I'm not picky. I'll knock the dust off of it.
See, I took 3 years of Spanish, and all I can say is, where's the meat market? Yeah, my teacher was hot.
Where's Icarus at? Oh, there he is. I got you, Barbito.
Thanks.
Alright, that should be mostly everybody. Yep, everybody's alive now. A couple people are still running in.
Shorf. Stop it. I still love you.
He's lying.
Alright, get everybody buffed up, please. And let me explain this little bit of a new strat. Alright, so let me send the phase 1 mag out again so people are paying attention to it. The channelers, it doesn't matter. You can just work clockwise with the marks. With the way we're going to do this, we don't have doesn't have to be in any particular order. So I'm just going to do it like the normal way. There we go. Because all the shit, those back ones are going to get MD'd anyways. Alright, so basically ranged, we kind of start grouped up here, okay? And that's for drums and everything, okay? And then we will lust, you know, once it gets established. Basically bring all 5 guys, stack them up over here where Skull's at, put all 5 of them on top of each other. Okay, that way the people that can cleave, and then if you do not have the ability to cleave, then you need to follow the standard kill order. So, again, everybody at the start, you need to burn Skull. Once Skull is burned, then you do the normal kill order. You go to X, and then if you have the ability to cleave, then you cleave off of, you know, off of X and so on and so forth. So, you know, like Warlocks, you can seed, you know, Blade Fury, Sweeping Strikes, you know, shit like that. Multi-shots, blah, blah, blah. So, they die much quicker this way. And what it does is it makes the damage a hell of a lot less spiky on the tanks, too, because they approximately die around. The Skull will die first, but the, you know, majority of them tend to die a little bit closer to each other, so the healing isn't as intensive. Now, the big thing with this strat, though, it's faster. It's a faster transition through phase 1, but the other thing to take note of is it is highly, highly dependent on how good you are at interrupting. Okay? So I have you guys paired up for it. Now, this doesn't include the tanks or anything like that. So obviously, you know, the tanks can interrupt if they can, but they're going to be worrying about threat mostly. So that's why the DPSers are going to take care of that. So Skull and X, or Skull is Bogdub and Plums. You're interrupting that. X is Zubin and Rasp. Square is Healy Bob and Danger X. Moon is Raz and Bogdub. Or actually, I got Bogdub listed twice. What the fuck? Let me fix that. I just need him on Skull. Who else am I missing as an interrupter? Yeah, I'll put JoJo on that one. You can shock between chain heals. Alright, there we go. So basically, if you were assigned to interrupt, you need to be interrupting. So, just remember that. Just stick with your pairs, and as long as you're interrupting, then these guys go down quick. So again, Warlocks, you can seed, but you also have to control the Infernals as well. So remember that. You know, the Infernals are your priority. So you see those, and then basically once we get them all grouped, you know, grouped up the pool, we drums, range, you just can kind of spread out in a semicircle around the tank spot, and then, you know, you don't have to go too far for heals and stuff like that. Lots of things overlap, but kind of spread out around in a semicircle where Skull's at, because you don't want an abyssal, you know, right in the middle of the group. So right after the pull, just start spreading out. Yes, interrupt everything, JoJo. Everything. And that's basically it. Does anybody have any questions about this? Ask me now. Watch your threat at the start, too. Don't be going balls to the wall at the beginning. So, because again, we are AoE, kind of AoE tanking this, so. Now, I'm going to put the clicker rotation on. I want to make sure everybody understands this phase 1. Okay? Make sure there's no questions. Yeah, healers for this phase, dump your fucking mana pools. Okay, drop your mana tie, all that shit. Just dump your it is heal intensive, but most that use the strat only run 5 healers. We're running 6, so it shouldn't be that bad. So, but just dump your mana. You're not going to heal that much in phase 2 anyways. It doesn't matter. So, just make sure you're using mana pots on cooldown and all that stuff. So everybody's good with that? Oh, as far as the misdirects, make sure square, moon, and X
Yeah,
are,
we're
misdirected.
organizing them.
Okay. Yeah, those are the 3 I want misdirected. Triangle, Sug can pull that on his own. You can fairy fire it and pull it in. Alright. So everybody's good with that? I'm going to assume so. Here's phase 2. There's all the clicking. And just double check it. Make sure you're not listed twice. Make sure I didn't forget anybody. Make sure I didn't put anybody on there that isn't in the raid.
Is Eli here?
Thank you. That's why I asked you to do that. Let me fix that. That will be Dave's. There we go. That should be everybody. Oh, yeah, I forgot to, because this note's mixed up from, I didn't fix that part of it. So you put Shorf there.
Will you say the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and what current marker it is right now?
Yep.
Since we moved the markers.
I'm not even going to say the marker. I will never say the marker, because saying the marker will confuse people. So remember, here at the door is number 1. So if you're number 1, stand by skull. If you're number 2, stand by X. If you're number 3, stand by square. If you were number 4, stand by moon. And if you were number 5, stand by triangle. Go do it now. Please. My onesie buddies are here. Good. I'm only seeing 3 people at triangle. Who is missing on triangle?
Missing necro.
There we go. All right,
That's
good.
weird. For some reason, my name wasn't. Oh, you have it misspelled. That's why it didn't light up green, so I didn't
Yeah,
see myself on there.
it's misspelled. I gotta take the S off the end of it. All right, that's good.
No, the S is right. You were just missing an R. I just looked for my class color and I didn't see one.
1, 2, 3. All right, cap is small. 4. Okay, good. Everybody looks good.
We need kings, by the way.
All right, let's go ahead and get everybody get in position. Let's get the buffs up that we need to get up. Yep, need kings basically all the way around, whoever is on kings. I do have Pally power now, so I can check on you guys. Paladin has got everything set up right. Again, let it get established a little bit, okay, before you start doing any AoE shit, okay? Because if you pull one of these guys onto you, you will die, just guaranteed, okay? All right, eat, drink. Blue, Bella.
I have food. I don't know why it's not picking up the summer food, but I have a smork on.
You can
Stack.
stack them.
They stack.
What?
Yeah.
They stack.
Nobody told me this thing.
Yeah, and as a healer, you can stack the sausage, the Healy one, and your regular food buff.
All right, make sure you have a cookie. All right, it's on you tanks, whenever you're ready. Yeah, the midsummer stuff stacks. It's a unique buff, so. Only lasts for 2 weeks though, so it'll be gone.
3, 2, 1.
Right. And let everything kind of get here. Make sure you're interrupting. Alright, go ahead and lust. Range, make sure you spread. Again, if you don't have the ability to cleave, you're on skull. Blue battle red buck. You guys got to control these abyssal. You guys got to spread.
Skull's down.
Yeah, I don't think people are fully understanding this whole spreading thing. Wipe it up. Die quickly and run back quickly. Good damage, though. Let's see. Stuff. Yeah. Abyssal, well actually, Bugdub, you'd end up pulling aggro.
Whoever
Yeah, it's got meleeed.
whoever
Yeah.
MD'd Moon to the wrong person. I had to pull it off.
Yeah, once Chris died, it just basically went completely apeshit from there. So let's see. So the first three people, yeah, was aggro, tank died, and then just went to shit from there. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, the abyssal damage wasn't too bad. That was actually a couple people took some good stuff from it, but okay. All right. It's not really hardcore, Shorf. It's just a matter of just as long as people are on top of interrupts and the range spread out, it's perfectly fine. Everything's more centralized this way too. I'd actually argue this is easier than doing it the other way. Those are just mostly aggro pulls. You just got to throttle a little bit more. That's all.
Maybe we should probably MD the skull a little bit, I guess, instead, and just let the other two kind of get brought in. I don't know if that would help with the initial threat.
Yeah, but the thing I'm worried about though is the back ones with heal aggro. I mean, they almost have to be MD.
Well,
otherwise, they're just going to start running for healers. Because with only 3 hunters, I don't know.
Well, Petunia should be good throwing that fucking shield. The
yeah, I was gonna
shitload
say,
of threat. And he's only got the one, so if we MD Sug's second target.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then he could just grab his one, then just drag it over, and that way we
Okay.
can have the first two. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for trying something different. The other thing is to all single target DPS the first one, skull, because I mean Shorf's going to be throwing his maximum threat into that, and then when we get down to just the 4, then we'll start AoE. Okay. That'll prevent people from pulling it. So, all right. Sounds like we got a plan now. That'll work a little bit better.
And again, you know, like, you know, Carlos speaking up and saying that, you know, when it comes to raid strategies, I don't know everything. So if you have a suggestion, feel free to, you know, at any time, throw it out there. There is always a way to do something better. But we also have to use what works for us as well. So we do a little trial and error. Die a couple times, figure it out, and then we're good to go. Alright, finish up buffs, please. Drink, eat, whatever you gotta do. Get your foodie buffs. Don't forget your oils, too, like I did. Immediately, once you see the mobs get... this is just for drums at the beginning, for the groups that have drums in them. So, like, Chris in his group, he has drums. Rasp, I think, has drums. You know, just Plums has drums, stuff like that. Because that way, because the small range with it, the 4 yards or whatever. At least everybody in their group's getting their buff. And then once you get your drums buff, you can spread out. Yeah, I see it.
Might be a little bit too much for right now, but apparently we have 3 drums in our group, so maybe for future runs we may want to spread that out a little more. I don't know if...
Well, the tinnitus lasts, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Chain them.
I think the tinnitus and the cooldown on drums is 2 minutes, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you can't really,
but
the same person can keep using them.
Yeah, but I mean, splitting that group up, though, I think the DPS loss of breaking that group up just for drums isn't worth it.
Well, I just mean maybe a different shaman for Juju, so a different group can benefit from drums as well. Should there be one that doesn't have it? Again, just thoughts for future.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, just not enough shamans, unfortunately. Alright. I'm kind of waiting on Lust to take a little bit. Alright. Ready, check. Eat, drink.
Pop your scrolls. Inner fire.
All right. So again, skull first, and then you can start cleaving after that. Okay. So all single target DPS on skull, and then cleave after that. All right. The same interrupts. Let's rock and roll. The skull interrupters, the 2 you can split up on interrupting afterwards. Once that dies.
Good.
Right. Yep, it's on you.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, drums if you haven't. Alright, spread out range. Focus your tank. Watch your aggro. Interrupts.
Skull down.
Got Moon running around.
That's because I got death called.
That's fine. Everybody still interrupts. Come on, guys.
I have you all split up for it for a reason.
Taking square.
Can you battle res, Sug Balloon?
And Infernal right in the middle, man.
Triangle's loose.
That's
Interrupts are just fucking. Interrupts
Yeah.
are just shit.
that was
They're-
3 shadow bolts from Moon going out. So
I mean, seriously, die. How hard is it to fucking interrupt?
For anyone who's new to the interrupting, basically you have to wait for the first cast. Once you interrupt that first shadow bolt, you have about 8 or 9 seconds until it's cast again. So because that's like a full global on your interrupt typically, like the quickest is like 8 seconds or so. So you have about 8 or 9 seconds, then you have to wait for the second one again. You can't like zug through it, otherwise you're not going to get it off if you use your global right before.
Yeah, the casts go off about every 10 seconds. So just.
It's quick.
yeah, and if you're on an interrupt and one of your your mob dies, then switch to another target. So that way you can help interrupts there too.
Yeah, and when Skull dies, Bogdub, you can shift over to Moon, and then Plums, you shift over to Triangle.
Okay.
All right, I got you, Jojo. Let me see who else. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do this. That's what I forgot. I keep forgetting Pallies cannot fucking interrupt, so let's do this. I'll put Fist.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too. I was getting confused.
Fucking useless Pallies. Nothing but a bunch of buff bots.
Well, remember the next time you need Shattered Halls or something.
Learn to interrupt us.
Hey man, pre-patch.
At minimum, freaking Hammer of Justice should interrupt if the mob is not stunnable or something, you know? Stuns the mob if it
Yeah.
can, but if it's not stunnable, then it interrupts it, you know?
That'd have been nice.
Just as a consolation prize for having an ability you can't use on nearly anything in a raid.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, you'd be surprised the amount of stuff. Like all of the ones that I've tried to use it on for Mulgar, like the mini bosses, they can be stunned with it. Yeah, unfortunately, does Arcane Torrent actually work on those mobs?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm aware, it does. It works just like the Priest Silence.
Gotcha. Because I mean, normally when I tank line in the far back, I just held it as an actual mana cooldown. Never bothered using it to interrupt anything.
So yeah, once Skull is dead, Plums transition over to transition to Moon and immediately because your cooldown is so low, and then Bogdub onto how about on Triangle?
Okay.
That should help smooth that out. That'll prevent that from happening again. We have less this time around, so skull will go down a hell of a lot quicker. Alright, everybody's here. Get the buffs out. Shadow protection. Once you are fully buffed up and eaten up and everything, move on in. Everything else was good. Healing was good. So if you guys get an Abyssal in the middle of your group, just drag them towards the gate a little bit. You can move them around as needed.
Are you okay?
Sorry, thought I was muted.
I need my sync blessing.
Oh, burp.
Thank you much.
Mal, did you change who I'm partnered with for Moon?
No, you're gonna have somebody coming off skull to help you, so you'll be fine. Which one are you missing, Sug?
You got them all. You got King, Sank, and Might.
Yeah, you have them all.
You just have to get the lesser Might and Sanctuary because the greater blessings go on first, and then as a tank get overwritten with the short ones. Yep.
Alright, do another raid check. Make sure everybody's good. Alright, looks good. Again, pay attention to the Abyssals. Pay attention to interrupts. Again, all DPS on skull. On you, Short.
Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drums, if you haven't already. Alright, spread out. Room to work with, Ram. Nice semi-sword. Take care of the Abyssal. Don't stand next to it either, move away.
Got the coil again.
Skull's about to die. Ogdove and Plum split up on your interrupts.
Skull's down.
Cleave off of X. X is still the next kill target. Abyssal. X is about to go. Moon, or square, I mean, square.
Taunted square.
Interrupt.
Yeah, those that are on X switch to another target for interrupt.
Ooh, tongues.
Yeah, make sure you refresh. Doing good, we're fine. Finish everything off. Still got 20 seconds.
Are you able to update the note to phase 2?
Yeah, I'll click it midway.
I'm going. 5 seconds.
Alright, there's the clicking. Pay attention to your clicks, please. Got through the hardest part of the fight. Don't fuck up the easy one. Group A is the first group. Plenty of time though. We didn't burn lust, did we?
We banished that.
Banish that abyssal up front. It's up by the tank.
I got it.
Alright, Group A, you should be by your spots. Click. Hold it, hold it. Plus. Good job. Yeah, make sure you hold it when you click. Just click once and then just let it channel. A lot of extra damage. Group B is the next group. Immediately go to your spot after this quake's over. Click. Hold it. Healers will keep you up, don't worry. Alright, Group C is the next one. Going to have a quake that's probably very close to it, so just be aware of that. Make sure you're near your spot for Group C. Get ready, click. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Somebody want to heal me? Thank you. Appreciate it, Dasher.
Yeah, I got you.
31%. Here we go.
Yep, gonna transition straight into it. There's another trick I didn't want to try it tonight, though. I want to do this in stages with the... I'll explain the trick to this later. Heal everybody. Group D should be next. Make sure you're near your areas. Remember to watch out for the cave end. Alright, Group D, you're gonna have to click pretty... Should happen right after this, cave end. Should. Maybe. Sometime today.
Sometime between 10 o'clock today and next Tuesday. Like the
This will
cable
kind of
hop.
tie into the trick that I'm talking about.
The double click.
Yeah, the double click. Because he didn't even do it. According to what a lot of people have noticed going through logs. Somebody's looking at loot and dying in the fire.
Nice.
Oh, you let them live. Well, I already have that in my bag. For off spec. See, that wasn't too hard. Now, the other trick is in phase 2, what you do is you wait at 32% and you banish him at 32%. And then when he banishes, when that channel is done, normally it's the group 3 one that does it, or the group C, and then the group D one clicks again right after they do it. So you banish him again for another 10 seconds or whatever right after, because you can banish him anytime you want. He doesn't have to be doing the Blast Nova. So by doing that, what you do is you interrupt the timer on his cave-in. And if you do it correctly and you chain the C and the D with double clicking, then he will never ever cast the cave-in at all in the last phase. So that's the other trick. Now, plenty of people have used that gimmick. It's within game mechanics. It works fine. You're just basically racing the clock, hoping he doesn't do a Nova in that last phase. But you have to have very high DPS to do it, though. You can't do it with just a regular group.
Yeah, good thing we're the top 1% of all players, so shouldn't be a big deal for us.
Put a port up for those people that are interested in loot. Stay here. Those people that aren't interested in loot, if you got to swap to a character, go ahead and do that. I will get. I don't think I am it. Yeah, I didn't bid on any of those. So satchel already went out. Yep, it did. Fucking paladins.
But we're useless, right?
Buff bots. When you
Hey,
get
they're nice, okay?
when you get Beacon and Wrath, then you're not useless.
Then I just take a nap and beat everybody on the healing meters.
Hit that one button.
Alright, I'm going to slow over to my mage to start the other group. Yeah, for future reference, if any of you need specific groups when we're doing splits, whether it be the late group or the early group, for whatever reason, week to week, like you guys coordinate with Chris, with Karis, and stuff like that, try to let me, sign up. But if you have any special considerations I need to do for whatever reason, even week to week, you need to make sure you let me know so I can make those proper adjustments on the raid comp and everything. So if you need an early group, I can put you in the early one. If you need the late group, so on and so forth. All right. Oops, I actually got back on my priest. What the fuck am I doing? I love football, but God, this Hall of Fame game is terrible.
I turned it off. It's awful.
I'd rather watch the Olympics than this shit.
Like when it's not competitive or it's like nothing really on the line. It just doesn't seem very entertaining.
Yeah, every once in a while you get a game in preseason where it's people fighting for a roster spot that gets interesting, but this is not that game.
Like third or fourth game basically?
The third, yeah.
Oh, this year would be third, right?
Well, it'd be fourth for these two teams only.
Yeah. And that's fun, right? It's kind of entertaining because those guys go balls to the wall. But like right now, it's like,
All right, second group is starting up. I'm on my mage, so just whisper me INV. All right. 50 gold, says Stark dice with his sweeping strike.
I'm gonna call for a bop halfway through.
Oh, I bet you are.
I'll just click it off afterwards.
Is that still wipe threat like it used to?
I think so, yeah. But it also prevents you from doing anything, so you gotta know it's coming, so you click it off.
Yeah, you got to cancel or it.
Tam, you're on the wrong character to be demanding that 50 gold now.
I'm sticking up for the other paladins.
Alright, let's get our tanks up here on the thingy.
I was watching a raid the other night where Fury Warrior was doing like 8,000 DPS in Nax, level 71, and someone bopped him mid-fight, so he dropped off.
Well, that is so wonderfully toxic.
You have assist, Shorf. I gotta add you to my list.
Thanks, buddy.
You move people around as appropriately as I have them listed on the group thingy. Oh.
It's like back in retail, my old guild, the tanks had to have a cancel aura macro. People had actually bopped him in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, we used the bop trick quite a bit in Wrath. I don't remember us using it all that much in TBC. Wrath, we abused the fuck out of it.
Yeah, you could abuse it a lot.
I don't know, we had people who would do it to troll the whole raid.
Yeah, those people would be gone, or
Anybody need a summon?
Yeah, I usually had a button to cancel it. Set aside just for that.
I think everybody's here. Yeah, everybody's here. Good. Alright, give me a second. I gotta reload my UI for some reason. LVY, anytime I zone in, fucking goes ape shit for some reason. My raid frames, they just go away.
Can I get assist?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Alright, group looks good. Do. Note. Oh, yeah, that's the one part I gotta change. There we go, let me fix that. Do Nublet and... Alright, that should be good. Alright, let's rock and roll. It's on your tanks. Gonna get that brute while he's up here.
Stack, guys.
Can't stack. 10 yards. Halo man is fine. Pull the next two. Just priest and a brute. Stack up behind deck. Back up. And let me add Unshackle to the tanky thing. Here we go.
Can I get self, please?
There we go. Alright, eat, drink. Finish up whatever boats need to be finished up. Let's go.
Still need Salve, please.
Salve.
Shaman Salve.
Oh, I don't know how the hell I missed you guys.
Thank you.
And wait a moment for threat to get established, and then you can go balls to the walls on Mulgar. Please give the tanks a couple globals. Make sure we get some mighty misdirects on Mulgar, please. Again, you hunters only need to hold over heal aggro over there. Once you're above heal aggro, you can go to town on Mulgar. Want to see some fatty threat on this. Alright. Both Justins ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. On you tanks.
So I thought the mage usually did that.
I was waiting for the countdown.
Mage is the tank.
Yeah, the mage does the pull, but I let the regular tank do the pull timer.
Did you
Lots of
forget
threat.
to hit MD?
Lots of threat. Alright, Lust, let's go. Burn them. Again, burn them and run out. Burn them and run out. Pump, pump, pump. Start for the
I'm feared
whirlwind.
right now. Watch your
on, spike the healing.
Um.
Run out.
What?
He's dead. Grounding totems, grounding totems, grounding totems.
How the fuck did I pull off of you when I wasn't even like main target?
I was feared when you pulled.
He got feared.
Yeah, but
So
I was feared.
He got death coiled. And that's a like a threat drop. So
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I'm glad it went to me and not the DPS, but that makes no sense because I was out in fucking Zanzibar with my ad. I'd literally just walked back in. I got feared, and then suddenly I was getting pummeled.
thank you all you dead people for your sacrifice. Alright. Let's see. Alright, do I have tanks that are up? Hold on. Nope, all 3 tanks are dead. We're not running back in yet.
It's only got like 30k health.
Oh, so Chris can tank it. Cool, let's go.
It's reset, by the way.
Can you enslave it and take it to Gruul with us?
It's not here. I don't see it.
Yeah, it looks like it despawned. Yeah, sometimes he puts 2 up and there's normally 1 roaming up at the front. Perfect. Yeah, healers, you got to pump a little bit better on that. I got to keep everybody topped up. I know it's a little hectic. Where's the dead that you can get to, please, in here? Side note, if anybody did not see it, 2 tier tokens next patch. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome.
The phase 2 patch, right?
Yep.
That's nice.
Well, it was weird on PTR because Hydros was dropping 3 pieces of loot when originally he only dropped 2. And the 3-piece change on Hydros didn't go in until the non-tier bosses didn't go in until the same patch where the tiers were increased. But yet, Kel'Thas was only dropping 1. It was like, huh?
Oh, so they're doing the double piece for both tiers as well? Same phase? Nice.
Doing T5 with 1 tier token per boss would be absolute hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Does not sound enjoyable.
Not at all.
Alright, let's get everybody in here. Just waiting for Kate to get here. All my tanks are here. Let me take them shackled off of here. Alright, we're good to go. Let's pull. We can buff as we go along. Double brute, stack up. Stack up, get them turned away from the raid. There we go, good job.
Who be ready? Square's coming in.
Yep.
Adjusting a little.
Yeah, move up just a tad if you need to. Yeah, when you moved them up a little bit, some people didn't move up. Stay stacked up.
Right where
Yeah, I
this is
moved him
hard.
so it wouldn't cleave from the other brute.
Oh good, it happens. Res. I'm glad I used flask and not elixirs. They're cheap as fuck too, so
Yeah, once we get the good daily quests, it'll be really easy to get all those. Just spend the money on them.
Ogre Loft Flask for this. TK
Right.
Flask for the other one. The only thing that'll be expensive would just be buying hay spots.
Alright, triple
spots are expensive.
Triple brute.
Or any potion of your choosing.
So everybody stacks up in the triangle. Make it like Bermuda.
I want to adjust X a little bit to his
Yeah,
left.
we're good. We're good. Shackle was just a hair too far over to the right. Yeah, because look at where your body is, and then look where the mob is. You're like just barely in front of them.
He got clipped.
Yep. Squishy, squishy mages. Drink real quick. Get unshackled red. Alright, go ahead. Stack them up. And be within the Bermuda Triangle.
You post a
Fuckers
picture.
just love to keep moving, don't they?
You post a picture what a triangle's supposed to look like.
I am too. Squares over here moving all over the place on you, who?
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
that's-
literally
target,
standing
not a salsa
still, and he's
partner.
like fucking stutter stepping all over the place.
I think he was just trying to kill Unshackled and there.
I just
died every
stand.
pull.
Yeah, I just stand 2 yards to the left of Unshackled. I've been fine every time.
Alright, res the dead. Have you tried that new? Did you try that new macro earlier, Kat?
I did. It works.
It works. Yeah, sweet. I'm gonna show you another trick.
Hacks.
Yeah, I know. Do we need to have geometry lessons?
Yeah, it might help.
90-degree,
I mean,
45-degree
technically,
angles.
it was a triangle.
Triangle at one point, and then it like kind of moved around.
And
He
the
kept-
triangle
It was still
can be any
triangles.
shape.
He kept stuttering on you. I don't know why. Yours was just moving a shit ton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they
These
do
guys
that.
seem to be just really fucking weird.
All right, night. This little. I didn't want to do this in the other one because I don't know what my. I didn't want to test my range on this. Kat, can you scoot up and mind soothe Gruul?
Oh, sure. I'll just pet him while I do it.
I'm stepping out.
I'll
the
be
door.
back
on the
here.
outside here.
Yep.
Oh,
Too far. You got to do it at max range.
okay.
Oh shit, he's gonna come outside, I think.
Nah, we shouldn't.
He'll teleport you in if he feels like it.
Oh, and cave in. Great. We had it if it wasn't for cave in.
Stand in the cave in.
It's eerily familiar to Blackwing Lair one night.
I don't know
Totally
what you're
fine.
talking
Right
about.
I
over
heard
here.
about that night.
Totally fine. Right over here.
Guys, we go right past these three.
Hey, why isn't he like? Do we need
my
to run
pug,
out?
My pug did it. We walk right past these three.
Well, I don't trust you, so I'm leaving.
My world
You
bus
reset.
is on now.
He's reset now.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I thought the max range part was self-explanatory.
Implied.
Yeah,
I don't-
that was
Can
implied.
you can you reach him? Isn't mine
Yeah.
like 30 yards?
Yeah, you can mind soothe them without aggroing them. You have to do
You
it at
mind
max
soothe
range.
isn't
though.
melee range?
What the mind soothe does is it's just a. Well,
Does
we're not
it
going
let
to do
us
it.
position him easier?
Yes, it lets you walk. You can walk around the entire edge of the room.
Right.
That's the point behind it.
Or Cat, he let you try it, but he didn't do it before. You're the guinea pig.
I did hear that.
Well, because I couldn't remember if she had more range on it because she's shadow, so I didn't want to risk it. There were numbers behind that. Yeah, the hit too. That's the other thing too, because she's basically hit capped, so it won't resist.
Can you mind soothe in combat?
It doesn't matter if you're already in combat.
The idea is to spread out pre-pull.
Yeah, it's a pre-pull strat.
It's like Black Widow trying to calm down the Hulk at that point.
Can you imagine if it like reset the mob? How trolly that would be.
Sun's getting real low.
Yeah. All right, we'll practice that another time. Do it normal this time around.
No,
If you watch that second break of his video I linked, you can see them do it.
We're good now. We're all standing outside. Cat can go in there by herself and play around with them all she wants.
Yeah, you try it.
Yeah, I know what to do now.
Yeah, everybody stay back here. Come back here. Come back here where Star's at.
Way the fuck back here.
Yeah. You're like LOS over here. Come back here. Everybody but Cat. I'll go in there with her.
I have kill rogs. Let you watch.
Sacrifice coming up.
Malshocks, back up. Get back here.
All right.
Oh, nice.
It worked.
Yep, see? Just like that.
And now
See that big mind suit? And now you can all walk around the edge.
Well, let's everybody get in the gate first. So if he pulls,
Yeah,
we can
everybody
him
get in the gate.
engaged.
It's only 4 minutes. 10 seconds.
You might have.
9
You're probably
seconds.
gonna have to re-mind soothe them before we start moving around. So everybody get up to the gate like we normally do with a pole. All right, hold on. Let me get the note up for this. I'm gonna change one thing on this just because I want to see something. Where is this split one? Here we go. Niall, I'm gonna have you hateful tank. I'm gonna have Lennox empty this.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, is everybody up here? All right, gonna do ready check. Go ahead, eat, drink, whatever all that shit is you got to do. My buffs.
You're lacking, dude. Script.
Yeah, my flash just wore off.
Eat your food.
I am eating. You see the icon?
No. Faster.
Because you live down the road does not mean I won't slap the shit out of you still.
I like how it sounded like he got really close to his mic when he said that.
You just wanted emphasis that
All
I heard
right,
it.
everybody's ready. Go ahead and mind soothe it again, Cat. Refresh it. All right, it's been refreshed. Go outer edge, and you can pre-position yourself.
Can melee just say?
Yeah, melee can just do whatever. Remember, there is lots of room on this north area. Okay, so you guys need to spread the fuck out. We got too many people around the doorway and other places that didn't need to be. There's a shitload of room. Use it, please. Because you gotta remember, we have one full melee group, so one of these corners is not getting taken up. So if you're in the southeast area, shift up a little bit, and if you're in this western area, shift up a little bit too. Make more room for this door area. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Lust
yeah,
off the rip.
Yeah. Lust drums, all that. Pull them into the middle a little bit more. Back up a little bit more. Right there is good. Perfect. Get away from each other.
4, 3,
Pay attention around.
2, 1.
Put a cheap AI on you, Maul.
Thanks.
Alright, just pay attention to your spacing. Stay the fuck away from each other. Keep on pumping. Hey, let's just keep the tanks topped up at all times. See if you can have less deaths than Group 1.
How are we getting hit?
Hateful.
You're above Nile.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
You guys get some misdirects on Nile, please. Make sure you're judging wisdom, please.
It's up.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not.
Trust me, I love my mana more than you do.
Dirty, Battle Res, Rast. White Q, Battle Res, Kitten. Yay, I resisted.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Y'all getting better at this.
Oh.
Oh shit, that loot.
Oh.
Spicy.
That's nice.
Spicy loot.
So the
Holy shit!
so the
Wow.
DST goes to the highest hunter, right? On the DPS
Great.
meter.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
No, it's not on the meter. It's actually just the highest hunter.
Hey. Wait, my hunter's not here.
So the highest mage for the storage then? I got that. Alright. Head towards Mag. Do loot during travel time. Yeah, res the dead. I'll stay behind in case a mage skedaddles. The rest of you can go. Alright, nothing but mages left. We're good. Really, really good loot. I'm happy with that. That makes up for the shit loot on the first one.
Yeah, I don't know if you could ask for better loot off of Gruul.
I think all of our tanks have the shield, right?
Actually,
Not me.
Just
All
the,
of our real
the
tanks.
alts.
Yeah, all
Alts
the,
don't have it.
the non-alt
real
tanks.
have it. Yeah.
Ignore my roll on the legs.
Wow, what are you trying to say?
You have to whisper them. They're in a separate channel, Justin. Just whisper Zane and let him know. Yeah, and remember there is a repair guy in Falcon Watch and reagent guy, so
I haven't died yet.
Goddamn hunters.
Right? Those bastards.
The Pallies just need to learn to run to the hunters and bubble and stand on top of them until the hunter dies.
So Kat, that mind suit thing,
Mm-hmm.
you can do that on Mulgar too.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I could not believe the bosses were actually mind suitable. I saw that on the SB video. I was like, what the fuck?
That makes it nice.
If you showed up to the weekend bug, you would have known.
Well, see, the guild is more important than the weekend pug, so
You always sleep in. No excuses.
I don't hate on my sleep. Alright, I don't think I have my notes completely updated for this one. No, I do not. I gotta fix this. I got the summon, thank you, TJ. Gotta repair real quick. That's a sexy two-hand mace. Well, that's 2 Dragon Spine trophies out of the way. There's some guilds that still haven't even gotten one.
Just that much closer to my warrior getting his. It's a bis threat till phase 4. First flight club.
You funny. Silly warrior. This is.
They can dream. It's okay. Don't, let them dream.
No, you got to be the main tank and the GM. And then you override loot council and be like, give me that first one.
And the loot master.
And the loot master. And you just be like, Soink.
You just don't talk to nobody. You just give it to yourself and say, thanks, guys.
Oh, DST, loot me.
And then rename yourself Chinese guy. That's why Nova ended up breaking up, because he was such a loot whore.
I'm sure JT will remember, but there was a warrior on our old server who I think he had 3 warriors, and he made his. So first off, he would have like taxes. The guild had to pay him to raid every week, and they had to wear a tabard. They got fined, but he had 3 warriors, all with DFT, all with Thunder Fury.
Next tour guides. Thinking they were better than what they actually were.
All right, Pat
Bro, them
is coming
PvP
up
nights
right
were
now.
fun, though.
Oh yeah.
Everybody get in here, please, and get up to the top of the area. Refresh any buffs that need to be refreshed, please, and then we're gonna pull as soon as this Pat moves by. Again, stay out of the fucking fire.
Shock, can you solve me so I don't kill myself? I mean, usually out of the norm, but...
Alright, Pat should be far enough away. Let's go. Hunters MDM. Tanks, LOS, pull them to the corners here. If you get behind these little corners, then you're good.
Linux on S. X or skull.
I'll make myself skinny. I got square.
Yeah, LOS them all the way over here so they stack up nice and good. Interrupts, 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 guys.
Ow, the Firebird.
Boiled. Boiled again.
Is there any fucking way to negate that goddamn death coil?
Resist
it. Make sure you have shadow protection up, please, priest.
Pat's coming up on the right.
Coming back up towards us.
I'll pull them to us when they get close enough. I don't know what the fuck these strange markers are, but I'll get nipple.
I just marked them like that so we could track them easier.
Everything's thrown off. I don't know what to do.
I think that's throw portal to
Kill
start.
target.
Which one is the kill target?
Diamond.
Fire hurt.
Fire feel good.
By fire be purged. We're flying in on these. Slow ass paladin.
I had to drink.
You have wings but you can't fly. I don't understand.
Check your buffs, eat your food. If your buff's about to fall off, less than 7 or 8 minutes, click it off. For those that weren't here on the first run, we changed the strat up a little bit. We bring all the mobs to Skull. So we'll do a misdirect on X to the Skull tank. And then, sorry, it was the marks were backwards on the moon and the square. Because square and triangle are tanked by the same tank. So square will get misdirected. And Skull and X get misdirected to the first tank. Square gets misdirected to the tank that's on square and triangle. And then Moon will just be picked up by that tank. But we drag them all in to this square platform. There will be kick assignments set up, at least 2 interrupters per each of those targets. The Skull interrupters will move to probably Moon and triangle after they get done killing Skull. And we just stack everything up and kind of do an AoE cleave on it. Initially, we will start everybody kind of grouped up right here, right in front of Mag where he's at, just so that we can pop the drums, close proximity and everything, like right at the 1 second mark before we do the pull. And then all the DPS spread out far, arcing to the far kind of right and left hand side of the Skull platform. And the healers kind of just spread out in the middle. We don't want to stay in a stack because the abyssal bullshits will come down and just land on top of the entire group. So we got to spread out in an arc across here.
Sorry about that.
That's right, going through the strat piece, just waiting on your note for the direct assignments of who's got what.
Yeah, I gotta log in and edit them real quick.
When it comes to my interrupt, there's possibility of resists. So it's not. Sometimes it's usually not because I've missed. It's because my Earthshock got resisted.
Which is fine, but your cooldown's really short too.
It's 4 seconds with the spec I'm in.
Yeah, so the cooldown is that kind of negates that. That's the one great thing about Enhance. You can basically interrupt everything on one guy. I've got to upgrade my CPU and my RAM. I think my RAM is what is making my computer hard lock a lot.
Did it poop again?
Yeah. It just completely locks up. The temps are fine. I've been monitoring the temps. The temps and everything is fine. I just think I've got a bad stick of RAM. I need to run mem test on it. Corsair RAM too. It shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I'm at the loading screen right now.
Yeah, and Warlocks, your jobs don't change. Here's Jerlon, Fear, Banish, Curse of Tongues duty.
So all I heard with the change of strat is stack and Goper.
Basically.
Yeah, just interrupts have to be on point.
Yeah,
like if you're on an assignment, you gotta do it. If it resists or whatever, no big deal, RNG, etc. But everybody's got to be on point with your assignment. Don't deviate. Save your global cooldown. Tharic's timed it pretty well. It's about 10 seconds in between their casts. So you kick them once, and then about 10 seconds later, they're going to do it again. So as soon as your 8 second or so cooldown comes up, you want to start kind of saving your global.
Are we just kicking everything?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
Orders and stuff are coming, so it's logging in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I crashed, I'm probably going to have to fix them. Just give me a second. Let me get down there. I'll fix the note real quick. I will say one thing though, this is much better than the last time we did splits, so I'm actually really pleased with that. It's not a shit show like it was a couple weeks ago. People are more focused tonight, so that's good. Alright. Fix notesies. There's split 1 on my notes. are going to be some changes to this. Than what we normally do, because I'm doing some swapping around with tanks just to see some things. My pal, let's do. Alright, so that assignment's done. Let me put the interrupts in. Alright, so with Skull, let's do. We'll do dash. Reg.
Oh, I know. I was thinking.
Let me do. Alright, here are the interrupts. Tam, obviously your healing takes prio, but leave one in as you can.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is Malshock should be able to lock up basically square on his own. Dash and Rom will definitely have Skull, and then once Skull is dead, Dashers go to Moon, and then Maul, you go and help out on X, and then once X is dead, you and Thara can peel off and split onto Moon and Triangle respectively.
So I'm cleaving with my totems while still signal targeting on Skull or Square with interrupts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you will single target, but you need to watch your threat. So like you can like DPS. I mean, if you have, do you have cast bars in your nameplates? Like just set it to your focus.
Yeah, I have it on all of them.
Yeah, just set square to your focus. Like same thing with you mages because I think I noticed this from the logs last time. Just because you're on interrupts does not mean you need to DPS that one. Okay, just set it as your focus target and make sure you have your cast bar and your focus frame enabled so you can see its cast bar, or have it on the nameplates, whatever. And then you can, interrupt that way. Okay, that way you're still fully DPSing Skull and you're going through the kill order. So, that's it. Alright, so that's phase 1. Let me fix up phase 2. This is kind of fucked right now. Let me... This is one from when we stacked. So I gotta manually put all this shit in. Crash, completely wiped out what I had typed out before. Calendar is in here, Tharg is in here, Linux is in here. Nope, can't have Linux. But now on that one, TJ's in here. Shock's in here, Kitten's in here, Rat's in here, Dirty's in here. See, no Plums, no Icarus. 2 is here, and so let's. Split on that one. Study. Shorf's got one. Yeah, I just gotta slot 2 more people, and then I'm good. Who do I know? Vizzy's on here, Rast on here. Jay is on here. Okay. There we go. Pyro. Pyro. There we go. All of you with special characters can fuck off. I hate you.
Do you actually type the names?
Yes, I know you can click on them up top. Yes, I actually type them. Just how my brain works, because then it make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh yeah, I gotta fix the MT thing. That's gonna be Linux.
Mavis Beacon would approve.
You can ignore the healing on the MT. Just all you healers are always on the tank anyways.
I'll put Monkey on. I just need my Wind Fury. Swing this pole arm.
I'll put Stroh's in my spot. Alright, so is everybody good on that? Let's do a quick rate check. Let's look at buffs and shit. Alright, I gotta eat. So my flask oil's good. Alright, so like Shorf explained, you hunters got your MDs worked out?
Yep.
Alright. So
fresh shadow protection, please.
Yeah.
So what mods am I thinking? I'm gonna see a note for that.
Let me put the phase 1 back up. I'll put the phase 2 one back up, the clicking one, in the middle of the fight. So as soon as you transition. So there's that. So now you're on. Actually, that mark is wrong. You're still on the right too.
You want to switch that?
Yeah, that's the other part of the note I got to fix. Hold on. That moon should be square, and square should be moon. Like that. Good? So yeah, you still have the 2 right ones. Again, everything on skull, all single target DPS on skull, and then if you have a cleave, you can start cleaving off of X once we start DPS and down X. Again, interrupts.
Whoever's giving me salve, can I have maybe light instead?
No, that's me, and I do sanctuary right before pull, just because you get a 10-minute.
Someone just gave me 10-minute. Even though I had, it's weird.
Yeah, you have Might and Keens, and that's it.
Yeah, there's.
Right.
So I had half an hour a second ago.
Am I having X MD'd to me?
X and skull, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna open up. X will be MD'd first to get it to you, and then followed up directly with a skull MD just to give you a lead on skull. And then Moon will be MD'd across to Nile, and that's all 3 of our MDs. So Nile, it's on you to pick up triangle, and Who, it's on you to pick up square.
Yeah, real quick, what we did in the first one is we MD'd skull first because people are going to open up on it. You want the MD going off first. X will kind of just hang out for a little bit. You have enough time. It should work.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the second hunter, just be spamming your MD, and as soon as it goes off, just distracting shot, and it'll get over there.
And we're all collapsing on the skull.
Yes.
Okay.
So again, if you do not have the ability to cleave, you are not cleaving off. Don't single target. Work through the marks: skull, X, square, moon, triangle. But if you can cleave, you cleave off of the primary kill target. Okay. But at the beginning, skull is completely pew pew. Everybody is on that. All right. So like, don't start like massively cleaving. Again, let everything get in there. Everybody group up here on star, because then the people that have drums can pop drums, and the people that need the buff can get it, and then you just spread. And if you're ranged, you just spread out in a semicircle. Yeah, you can do that, Cat. Try it.
Man, that fucking Shadow Priest
'Cause
running at us.
I was hold on one second. I was watching Darhole and Glorak do it on their Shadow Priest, and it worked really well for them. They were multi-dotting the fuck out of all of it.
Yep, I'll do it then.
Yeah, just watch your threat though. All right, here we go. Putting up the pull timer. Drums. Spread out, range, spread out. Lust, if you haven't already. My interrupt is already used on a triangle.
Got one. Mine's down now too.
Skull down.
All right, skull down on X.
Green got a heal off just now.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Cleave off it. Heals. Come on, healers. You need to really pump. Take care of the abyssals.
I'm feared.
I've got an abyssal just beating my face right now.
We're gonna clean something up here. Keep going. We've only got 3 dead so far. Just keep going. Okay. Alright, go ahead and wait by the door. Real quick, make it quick. Okay, range do not need to be standing near the tank group, okay? So they need to be stacked up nice and tight right next to where that channeling cube is, and the rest of you need to spread out in a semicircle. If you were standing next to the melee group or where all the mobs are at as arranged, you are wrong. Because you were just putting yourself in a position to get fucked. One suggestion, like for you, Stros, is just I would highly suggest you just have your key hovered over fade. Like anytime you see an abyssal spawn, just fade, and you can fear it as well. So when an abyssal gets near you, just fear it. Don't get like tunnel visioned into healing. So if you have to move to save yourself, do so. But the other thing is too, you healers need to dump your mana in this phase. Okay, just dump it. You're gonna have there's no reason not to, because you're not gonna have a whole lot of mana for phase, not a lot of healing in phase 2 anyways, other than when people are clicking cubes and then occasionally the tank. That's it. So, just clean that up. Interrupts were good. So, that's glad to see that. And yeah, for raid healing, don't do like a lot of like, quick fast heals. I mean, obviously Shaman's chain heal. I mean, because that's what they do. But like, if your other classes, just basically throw hots. If you have one, just gradually work people up on and that way you're not draining your mana, spamming flash heal and shit like that. Run back, get there quickly. What's the timer on loss?
7 minutes.
6.
5.
6 minutes even.
Oh, you can shift click it to report the time.
There we go. I had to turn off my visibility thing. I don't know why I had in combat checked.
I wish it gave you 2 different options, because I don't give a shit if less is on cooldown while we're in combat, because who cares? You can have short duration show up in combat.
Yeah, you can make weak auras. It'll help you with that. That's why a lot of those things aren't integrated into these add-ons. Alright, there we go. All the mercs are done. Let's get everybody boofed goop. Again, remember, I don't care about your parses, I care about your interrupting. So if you're on interrupt duty, you need to focus on that. Yes, you can do. It's, let me pull it from my macro. Yeah, that cast that focus one works, and then this one, this is what I use.
Yeah, there's like a casted focus, and then it returns it to your previous target, so you can continue DPSing.
That's the one I use.
Yeah, if you do the at focus or target equals focus, you don't have to unselect your current target. It'll just direct the spell the other way. Or you can do a target focus, cast spell, target last target command, and it'll do the same thing. But it actually switches your target for a split second.
Alright, make sure you get health stones, please.
Check your oils too. Mine's got 4 minutes left on it.
Alright. Quick rate check. Eat, eat, eat. Consume, consume, consume. Let's go, people. 11:36. We ain't got a whole lot of time.
Can hunters get a new might?
Yeah. And pets. Hunters and pets need might.
Yeah, pets.
Cat, we can talk about that afterwards. I believe there's certain weak auras you can get to do that.
Okay.
But they're very boss specific. So really the best thing for you to do is probably just go off.
Might also.
Go off your nameplates.
I switched that. First I was doing tab targeting, but the infernals were getting in the way, so.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to multi-dot sometimes when you can't tell. Alright.
Just make sure your nameplates are set to stacking, not overlapping.
Yes, yeah.
Pets.
If they stack, they won't do that.
Really?
Pets and hunters still need might.
Get might on the hunter pets, please. Whoever's responsible for that. Thank you. Alleys are killing me here. Hunter pets good?
Yep.
Alright. Do another raid check. That looks good. Some of y'all motherfuckers need to start stocking up on scrolls.
expensive.
Yes, they are.
Cheap ass.
All right,
Fish,
here we
fish,
go.
fish.
Well, once the Shaitari and Ogre Law dailies come out, ain't nobody gonna have an excuse.
X is running. Oh, there we go.
Spread out range, nice semicircle. Don't seed yet.
Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, hold your AoE till Skull dies.
Yeah, hold your AoE till Skull dies.
Your crazy AoE.
Mine's sitting down.
I fucked up my interrupt. Ugh, fuck me. Wipe at the door, do it quickly, DI somebody or whatever. It was partially my fault. I fucked up my interrupt on my target. I accidentally hit my mouse key bind. It's my regular counter spell instead of my macroed one.
Yeah, I just swapped mine around to make it easier.
Just gonna delete that binding. I can always re-enable it later. That way I don't accidentally do that again. Alright, res everybody you can, please.
Also, in any of your interrupts, you can add a stop casting, / stop casting above it on the macro line. And that'll cancel cast whatever you're doing and instantly cast your interrupt. I know on Warriors, if you queue up a Heroic Strike and it's queued waiting, then that counts as casting, so other things don't happen. So even on my Warrior for his pummel, I've got it on there. And his Shield Bash. I don't know about some of you other melee guys, if there's anything that queues up like that, or any half-second casts you do, or silly things like that. But you casters for sure that have 2-3 second casts, get that stop casting in there. That way, guaranteed that interrupt goes off.
Yeah, if you put stop casting right before the cast on the macro, it guarantees it'll not fuck with your global. No, I hit the wrong fucking button.
You do it again, you're bench next week.
Yep.
Quit slacking, fucker. Somebody's got a curse at you.
Yeah, you guys got to be careful. I mean, I know the volley went off, but the abyssals got to be a little bit careful with those. Yeah, everybody else died to volleys pretty much. So, fix up that interrupting, we'll be good. Once you get down here, start eating and get your food buff and all that. Oh shit, I gotta swap out one of my reins. I'm not completely fucked on hit. Alright, got all the buffs finished up. Once you're all buffed up, move in. These march back up. Alright, ready, check.
I just had to reload my UI. Be back in 1 second.
Alright, everybody's ready. Let's focus up and do this right. Make sure you refocus your appropriate target. Because it does wipe after a wipe. Alright, here we go.
By the way, my pal Shadow Aura doesn't stack with the Priest buff. So you want to put on Fire or Concentration?
Yeah, I'd put on fire or conk. Alright, drums. Drums are good. Spread out. All your mobs stacked up.
Do you want Lust Mid?
Yeah, go ahead and left. My interrupts and cooldown. TJ, you're next.
Yeah, I think we both got that same one. I thought yours might be down.
Alright, cleave off of X. Good job. I'm on cooldown. I can't get that one.
There's just an abyssal
Someone's
that's
gonna
chilling,
need to
bro.
take the next X.
Alright, square, square, again, interrupt.
There's an abyssal beating on somebody.
These abyssals just are not getting fucking controlled.
Yeah, I got 3 of them that I'm tanking right now. Please, something.
Finish off moon, or square. Triangle's still up. How much time we got?
33
seconds.
I'm gonna drag this over to Nublet. Drop. Oh, never mind, he died. Alright, I'm gonna get in position.
Alright, Lennox needs to peel off.
Yep, I'm already here.
Everybody up, healers as much as you can. If you need to use a Hellstone, do it. Abyssal. Interrupt.
Mine's down.
Kill it.
Mitch, can you post the other note?
Alright, Zane, roll under our Ankh. White Q get due.
I
Nile
was
get busy.
10 seconds away from it being up, so it's down.
Dirty get me.
Click soon. Where's the note?
There's the note.
Group B, spot 2 was open.
Get ready.
Click. Just get off of it.
need a filler for the next group. Spot 2.
I'll take your spot. I'm in group D. Is there somebody that's not in any group?
Unshackled, take Rolmander's spot.
So that was the southwest one.
2.
The one that had X on there, 2, yeah.
You're on 2, Unshackled.
Cam, is there any chance of getting your totems a little closer to boss?
I just had the message pop up, but it wasn't actually doing it.
Someone accidentally clicked them?
Yeah, it popped up the message, and I just saw the counter below it. So 5 is down. 5 is down.
It's a little late.
Can we just do this normally?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do this time around. First group had no problems with it after a couple waves. I don't know why we're having problems with it now.
I think the main factor
The fucking
is,
abyssal control was absolutely terrible. I still want you hunters to do the same MDs. And we don't have any battle reses available this time around, so. Alright. Let's see. Go to split 1. I mean, healing was good. It's just, yeah, those fucking abyssals. Just gotta be a little bit better with those. So what we'll do same tank, same thing. Except Nile, keep yours over towards the right like we normally do. Mages, you can still, focus, interrupt, and DPS the primary target at range. So just make sure you're paying attention to your focus target. Alright, get to the bottom, get to it quickly, go ahead and start eating your food so you can get your food buff. Go ahead and get all this marked. You can kind of tank yours over here where X is at, and then when Skull dies, you can bring yours in.
Okay.
And now I'll just keep his 2 over by where Triangle is at. We'll still interrupt on those, but we're just mainly going to worry about the Shadow Bolts, and that's it. Dark Mending, just ignore it until we start DPSing them. Alright, finish at the bus. Once you got your food buff and everything, move in, please. Time's ticking. I won't let this fucker go to waste tonight. So slap yourself and focus, please. Stay the fuck away from the abyssals. Priest can fear, mages, you can frost nova them to give yourself some time, blah blah blah, all sorts of shit. Make sure they're under control. Do not just stand there and take fire up the ass. Unless, of course, you have some kind of kink like that, but that is on you. Alright. Oh god, you two have that? You suck. Alright. You ready?
Should I share it?
Yes.
We're doing old strat, right?
Yes, old one.
We're all stacked, I was wondering.
Lust off the
Well,
start,
you
still
you can still stack up for the drums and then spread to your spots. It doesn't matter. Yeah, wait on the lust. I'll call it out. We'll do it in the ad phase, but not right off the bat. All right, here we go. Shit together. Alright, go ahead and lust.
I need
Squares
heals.
lose.
I'm dead.
I don't have any interrupters over here.
Yeah, you do. Okay, get on X.
Feared.
There's a abyssal in melee. Can we get a banish, please? Two abyssals in melee.
I'm gonna fear it. Nobody hit it. Got another one. Someone's gonna need to get down.
Got plenty of time. Just gotta kill this one.
I'm gonna slowly start dragging him so melee's closer.
I'm down.
I got him.
Kill
Dark
Moon.
zone.
Kill Moon.
Someone take triangle. Dark zone for an
I got a triangle.
10 seconds.
You're gonna have to bring the mobs with you.
Okay.
You ain't got a choice. We don't have any tanks. Lots of heals on Linux.
I keep them here until I get knocked back, and then I'll adjust.
Somebody needs to replace me on the first group. On 4? North. Northwest?
I'll take you. I'll take you.
Wrong note, Mitch. That was group 1.
There's too many fucking dead people. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't understand this. How is the first group able to do it just fine, and then the second group just fucking shits the bed every time? Pretty much the same players. It's pretty much the same DPS across the board. I don't get it. And there's just really no fucking excuse for this. We do this so we can properly split loot up between people, but when people don't do shit properly and then it turns into a shit show like this, then, you know... Alright, we're coming back and we're finishing this on Sunday. So everybody that's in this raid is going to finish this on Sunday night. I'm not letting this rot this week. Okay? If you guys can't get shit done in one night, then we're going to do it in 2 nights. So no PTR on Sunday. So we're just going to do this, and then maybe we'll do PTR afterwards. So. We're going to clean this up. I'm going to go through the logs and see what the fuck keeps happening. No, not when you're having tanks die. I mean, there is no excuse for tanks dying, just like ever. If tanks are dying, then the healers are fucking up. It's like I had said before when we did this like weeks ago. If you're on a tank, your primary assignment is to heal the tank. That's it. That's all you do. If your tank is topped off, you want to throw a hot on somebody else, that's perfectly fine. But no, your job is your tank. Just that simple. And the people that are getting hit hard had, you know, that have 2 mobs on them, have 2 healers on them each. So, again, there's just absolutely no excuse for that whatsoever.
Are you healers aware that every time one of the mobs die, all the other mobs get a plus 20% damage debuff to them? So after Skull dies, Niall's going to have 2 mobs on him that both get boosted 20% damage. So the incoming damage is going to spike whenever Skull dies. That's why we call it out over Discord vocally. Skull's down, because you may not be paying attention to that. But when you hear that, you might want to go to a faster heal. If you were just sitting there doing a steady, slow heal kind of thing, you might want to switch your healing or pop your heal trinket at that time or something.
And if you're a tank, your ass needs to be fucking flasked up or something. I don't give a shit if it's farm content or not. Because it sure as fuck isn't farming when we're having issues like this. Shit's not on farm until we come in here and we do it every single night without wiping on either of them.